Checking in with the Area Agency on Aging 3 and talk about some of the programs they have and somehow get us through this heat of the summer. Joining us today, Shannon Hadding. She's Benefit Enrollment Coordinator. And thanks for joining us, Shannon.
Thank you, Holly, for having us today.
Okay, so let's talk about HEAP. I think about that for winter a lot, but does it help out with summer cooling too? Tell us about the HEAP program.
Absolutely. The summer crisis through WOCAP is starting July 1st for those individuals who have higher electric bills or don't have access to air conditioners or fans. This is a program that they roll out, and it lasts through September.
All right, so that's a place to check then if you need help keeping cool.
Yes, here at the agency, we do help with getting those applications started and the verifications you're going to need. Of course, with the Summer Crisis Program, it does require that you have an appointment with your Community Action Service Center. So we do know each county that we serve in the 7 counties that we provide services for, what the numbers and how to get a hold of those CACs. So if you are having trouble finding them or getting an appointment, you can reach out to myself and we can help you get those applications started and get it already in a nice little package that helps out the CACs, gets those applications processed a little quicker.
That's awesome. All right, so we've already had the heat of summer and why we're talking about this. What about cooling centers? Because, you know, especially recently, we've had some really extreme heat and it's hard to keep cool if you don't have any help.
Absolutely. So here at the agency, we worked hard to work with our different community action centers and our councils on aging. And depending on what county you're in, it depends on where the cooling station is. So if you'd like an updated list, you can always reach out to our intake department by calling the office, and they can give you a list of those cooling stations and the addresses and hours of those. Again, if you are having issues and you are an older adult or an individual with disabilities, we do ask that you call in, and there's whatever resources that we can find to match them up with, we are trying to do so they can have access to air conditioners and fans at home so they don't have to leave their home if they're unable to.
Right, yeah, but sometimes if you just have to leave the house though sometimes and get to one of those cooling centers, right?
It's nice. I myself tried to get out and go shopping and think I was going to stay cool, so it's hard sometimes to stay cool in a house with no air.
Right, yeah, it definitely is. All right, what other kind of assistance programs do you guys have at the agency? What other areas can you cover that if seniors are wondering, hey, I need a little help with this and that?
Well, as we always have in the past, we always help older adults and those with disabilities stay in their home. We provide resources with our passport waiver programs, our special recovery service programs, and our Ohio home care waiver programs. Our goal is for those who meet that level of care that need nursing home placement, but don't want to go into a nursing home. They want to stay at home and age in place. We want to support them in any way that is possible, and we have an unlimited amount of resources. We're not the ones that are able to give them to help them directly. We're able to match them up with those individuals and those resources that are out there for them.
Even sometimes, you know, in the summertime, you might need help mowing the grass, or maybe there's a few projects around the house. Is there help around here for those kind of projects?
Well, as you know, with COVID, that has slowed down a lot of those individuals having, like the councils on aging, having those chore programs. But we are working, and things are firing back up with many of our council on agings. We met yesterday with them and the chore process with that. We are also looking at volunteer programs in the county. I know that you've even had some on your show. So we are working with those, and we're trying our best to work with churches to get those services met.
Sometimes family don't always live in town with their loved one that's a little bit older. Can they call your agency and like get assistance? Like, you know, mom needs a little help with this and that. Can we call you guys and then you can direct us in the right area to go to get some of the help they need?
Absolutely. That is one of our missions here at the agency. So if you do not live near and you need your older adult or loved one checked on, give us a call. We have many programs. We have friendly callers with our retired volunteer program. There's many resources. We want to keep people in our community safe, and we understand that not everyone still lives around each other. So please call us.
All right. Some great information. Thank you very much for sharing it with us today.
Thank you, Holly, and stay cool.
You too. All right, don't go away. Noon Edition continues in a moment.